What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Hobbyist Miner channel. So a quick update. It's been crazy isolating this down, and I did a bunch of research online and found some things. So to recap as to where we stood. So we did previously have the 970 installed on our rig. I pulled that out because I started to have some issues with it coming up at all or registering at all. So I don't know if there's an issue with the card or what. I know the 970s have kind of been phased out. So I went ahead and grabbed this guy. This guy here is literally just a 1030. In my last video, I talked about it being a 1050. This is actually just a 1030 with 2 gigs of memory. This is just to give me some type of video output, because this motherboard, which is the Asus B250 Mining Expert motherboard, doesn't have built-in video outside of our little HDMI port here. So I decided to go ahead and throw this in, making my life a little bit easier. I guess I could have used the HDMI, but we had this guy sitting around, so we threw it in real quick here. The motherboard actually does have a built-in PCIe slot on it, which is perfect. So to jump ahead, let's recap a little bit. Today was insane. I'm literally working. I work from home. I actually work from right there full-time in IT. And I'm working from home, and all of a sudden my home internet goes out. I can't ping anything. I can't even ping the gateway. So I unplugged everything, going all the way back to the modem, plugged in one thing at a time. Guess what was the culprit? This guy, the B250. So doing some research online, this motherboard has problems where it causes a back loop to occur on your network and just kills your entire home network. You can't ping anything. You can't do anything. It like completely destroys and congests your network. So unplugged it from my network. I went ahead and actually went ahead and wiped the USB at first and reinstalled Hive OS, set up a new worker. And at that point, I couldn't even get a video to post. So I put the 1050 in. I got things up and running here, and I booted it to BIOS. So doing some reading online. So taking a look here, this is actually running BIOS version 1207. And doing some reading online, let's go ahead and go over here to the Asus website. You can see that we have the B250 Mining Expert up, and you can see that our build is right here. Well, in this patch, there's actually an update to address this issue. So this is right off of their website there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and kill the video for 1 minute here. We're going to update the BIOS, and then I want to go ahead and get this booted back up just to get it reporting back to Hive OS. And then my next step is to go ahead and install these guys in my next video to finally get them in. I'm done with the 470 for right now. We're going to put it aside. I want to go ahead and get Hive OS set up, back up and working. We were mining Ethereum Classic today for like an hour. I was so excited before we had this issue. So I'm going to go ahead and cut ties here in a minute. I'll be back in a second. I want to go ahead and see how things perform once we go ahead and update the BIOS. So I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so we're back. So we downloaded the latest firmware update onto here. I believe it's a cat file is what its file type as. Put it onto the USB drive. We took out the Hive OS USB drive just to be safe. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we are going to look to update this BIOS. So let's see here. What options does it give us to update the BIOS? I don't recall where it's at, so that's kind of why I'm just clicking around. Look at this, there's a mining mode. I don't even know what that is. I should read into that more. What mining mode is on this board under advanced. First time I've seen that actually. Okay. So it should be under here. Let's see what we can find. Alrighty guys, so we had to Google it real quick to figure out where the heck it was again. Under Asus Easy Flash 3 Utility, we're going to go ahead and click there. Then it's going to ask us, please select the BIOS update method. We're going to do storage device. That's the USB drive. Hit next. It's now going to go ahead and kind of show us what's available here. under storage devices. So it's showing us, here is that cat file that we're talking about. So we're going to go ahead and select that. Do you want to read this file? Yes. We're going to go ahead and do that. Do you really want to update the BIOS? We're going to hit yes. So now it's going to go ahead and update the BIOS. Warning, if you're taking any instruction from this video, don't mess with your computer at this time. Don't reboot it because you can completely hose it. So we are currently on 1207. This is going to push us to the 1208 version of the firmware, which is supposed to address a lot of these weird network crashing issues that the Asus B250 seems to cause on the network. So our main goal is to get some type of mining going on here. And, you know, I'm very patient with this because I'm still kind of learning a lot regarding, you know, mining and getting this set up. So I don't mind taking my time with this. It's been fun recording these videos for you guys, documenting my journey the best I can in that regard. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to get these cards in there. Trust me, you don't know how ecstatic I was today about finally starting to mine some Ethereum Classic on that 970. I actually tweeted at Red Panda Mining. If you guys aren't familiar with him, go check him out. YouTube.com/Red Panda Mining. I've been binge watching his videos. He does a lot of these live streams and just kind of does AMAs and chats and stuff. And man, that guy is on a whole different level. And the amount of knowledge that he has is ridiculous. So this went ahead and finished, and we're going to let it go ahead and reboot. You can see the fan stutter there for a second. Look how dirty that monitor is. That's crazy. So we're going to let this reboot real quick here. Once it comes back up, which hopefully it does. Looks like our screen is blue. Ooh, look at that. That's definitely different. So F1 for setup. Yeah, that BIOS is totally different. So I want to go in and check. And okay, cool. So as you guys can see, we're now on the 1208 BIOS update. So my next step is to do some research. I'm actually going to kind of pause, do some research. I want to go ahead. I saw a few videos online for some good configuration settings for the B250 for mining. So I'm going to go ahead and make those changes here. And then my next stop, guys, is to get this USB drive in and go ahead and get HiveOS up and running. Make sure it's identifying as it needs to. And then in our next video, we're going to install the rest of those cards. And then we're going to start to hopefully get some Ethereum Classic mining. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.